Happy Wednesday, Fantasy Endgame. It's time for another draft. And as you can see, I'm drafting solo today. Pierre, unfortunately, cannot do a draft today, but don't worry. I think we're going to do one tomorrow together. So we'll be back tomorrow together. But I'm here to draft with you this afternoon or evening, depending on where you're located. I'm, of course, going to be doing another big board draft. We've been doing these pretty much since the season ended. We've been doing these big board drafts. Hopefully you've been following along. If you want to jump in with us, you know what to do. Get ready. And if you're coming here for the first time and you're like, what is this? What is this big board draft? What's this all about? Let me remind you, Underdog Fantasy going to have best ball drafts like this going on all off season. Of course, the Best Ball Mania probably going to be launching after the NFL draft. That's their big flagship one, but tons and tons of tournaments, all different prize pools, price ranges, different formats. It's a ton of fun. If you haven't signed up for it yet, go to underdogfantasy.com. Just make sure if you are signing up for the first time, you use that promo code ENDGAME. You can see it scrolling down there below me, because not only is that going to get you up to $1,000 in bonus cash potentially, but also a free pick that you can use to make picks. They have picks on all sorts of sports, baseball, NBA, hockey. Of course, they'll have football picks when football starts back up. So check it out if you haven't already. But for now, we're going to do a big board draft. So if you want to join in, get ready. I'm about to launch it here. You can see it here. And if you're not sure how to get to it, you go to lobby, you go to drafts, and then you click over here to NFL, and then you'll see there's only 3 right now because they're waiting for the NFL draft. We're going to do a big board, $10 entry here. So get ready. We're going to enter in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Going to have to do it on my phone. Sorry to anybody who just joined. All right, here we go. Enter. I don't know why it does that sometimes. All right, now I'm in. Now I am in. All right, let's pull up the draft while it's filling here. We got 3 people right now. We're waiting for 9 more. Sure, some of you unfortunately got in a different one. I don't know why it does that to me sometimes on Chrome. Josh was saying excited about Nick Westbrook-Ikini on Miami. I guess. I mean, I'm never really that excited about Nick Westbrook-Ikini. I mean, it was cool last year when he was like scoring a touchdown, like one catch and it was a touchdown every week. But yeah, a lot of mouths to feed in Miami, right? You got Tyreek Hill still there, Jalen Waddle still there, Jonnu Smith, Devon Achane is like a weapon out of the backfield. A lot of mouths to feed there. So we'll see. All right. So we need 7 more here. These do usually fill up pretty quick. Cowboys interested in Tyreek Hill. They'd have to trade for Tyreek Hill, which they could do. And it wouldn't surprise me. It seems like a Jerry Jones move. To go trade for Tyreek Hill. Seems like a Jerry Jones type of move. I mean, the NFL draft is when we see a lot of trading during the NFL draft. So we'll see. It could happen. All right, one more spot left here. There we go. And we are full. So let's pull up the draft board. Looks like I got pick 7, which I don't love, but we'll make it work. Let's see, anybody in here we know? I don't recognize anybody. See how it goes. All right, we got one in. Lazy ass 82 says he's in. All right. And Sportshead is in. Nice. Let's go. What picks are you guys? Let me know what picks you are. And we are off. So Lazy ass pick 10. Sportshead pick 11. You guys can snipe each other all draft. New Mixed Vision saying just missed it. That's all right. We're probably going to do this again tomorrow. Don't worry. We're going to be doing these all off season. You'll have plenty of chances. Plenty of chances. Don't worry. Oh, we got Daniel in here. Oh, yeah, I should know that. I should know that's you, D Hart. Pick 2. Yes. All right. Daniel, I'm guessing by your icon there, you're a firefighter. Where you fight? Where are you a firefighter at? Josh saying if he was the Titans, he'd select Travis Hunter at number 1. I definitely think that's on the table for them. Actually, what I could really see them doing is like trading down with the Giants. And then, after the Browns take probably Sanders, because I'm guessing the Giants would be trading up to get Cam Ward. And then let's say the Browns go Sanders, they can get Hunter at 3. Oh, please, no Aaron Rodgers. Can we have a season without Aaron Rodgers? All right, we have a pretty standard draft so far, Chase. Gibbs is definitely climbing. This is 2 drafts in a row. We've seen Gibbs go earlier and earlier. Then Saquon, Bijan, Jefferson, pretty standard. Usually the pick here is CeeDee Lamb. If that's the case, I'll probably take Nico here. Yep, there goes CeeDee Lamb. Although I do like Neighbors. Let's go Nico. So Daniel, Orange County, Florida. All right. Orlando area. Yep. Nice. Oh! CMC at the 8. That is the highest we've ever seen CMC. At least I don't have to worry about debating CMC in round 2 now. There goes BTJ. I should probably get myself out of the way a little bit more here. Let's see. What happened here? Then I'm kind of like too small. All right, so Lazy Ass goes BTJ. Sportshead goes. Sorry, I'm making myself smaller so we can see the players. Sportshead goes Puka, Drake London. That's pretty nice. Wow, Sun God all the way at 12. BTJ Bowers going very young for Lazy Ass. Sportshead, Puka, and Drake, I'm winning. Long way to go. Long way to go to proclaim you're winning. All right, I don't think I can pass H-Chan here. He usually goes right around the 1-2 turn. Let's go with H-Chan. Josh says picking Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, JSN, DK Metcalf. You already know where you're picking and who you're getting in your fantasy league? Or are those just kind of like your guys this year? Are those your guys? All right, here's a good question from MM17. 10-team half PPR. Where do you think it's fair to draft these wide receivers? AJ Brown, Odunze, JSN, Tyreek Hill. Well, I think right there where AJ Brown just went is probably fair. So you see here he went pick 16. Anywhere around there, anywhere like early second, I feel like is probably fair. Early to mid second is probably fair. I think I would take all the receivers over AJ Brown. Drake London would be then AJ Brown. So I think that's pretty fair. JSN, prior to them signing Cup, I would probably say like a second rounder, but you got to be a little nervous. Cup may be complete dust, but I think it knocks JSN just a little bit. But I still think I'd be comfortable with JSN at like the 2-3 turn. Probably more comfortable like mid-third, but 2-3 turn probably feels okay. Tyreek's got, I don't know, 3rd, 4th round maybe. I don't know if I'm honestly not sure I'm drafting Tyreek Hill this year. I'm honestly not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but man, he didn't look good last year. Wasn't even the number 1 target on his own team. Wasn't even the number 2 target on his own team. I don't know. I think Tyreek Hill, Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna be wrong on Tyreek Hill. And then I think Odunze, like fourth round Odunze, feels pretty good. It's risky. Certainly it's risky, but you got to feel good about the Bears offense this year. I mean, I know we said that last year with Caleb, but Ben Johnson, they've upgraded the offensive line. Keenan Allen almost certainly not going to be there. So I think I like Odunze in the fourth. Whoa, Josh with a hot take. More comfortable drafting Jacoby Myers than Tyreek Hill. I mean, I think I'd rather have like 9th, 10th round Jacoby Myers than 2nd, 3rd round Tyreek Hill. I'll say that. True, he does have Geno Smith. That is definitely an upgrade over anything he had really the last couple years. That is true. Seabass Aubin, do I keep Purdy or JJ McCarthy? I mean, I think if I was picking right now, I'd have to pick Purdy because we still don't know for sure that McCarthy is a starter for the Vikings. It seems like he will be, but you never know when we'll get that random, Aaron Rodgers signing with the Vikings, and then it's like, ah, crap. We know Purdy's the starter for the 49ers. Yeah, you're right, Josh. Geno Smith certainly helped JSN. I think Geno Smith is a capable quarterback for a fantasy wide receiver. So I certainly like Jacoby more. And like I said, I would rather have 9th, 10th round Jacoby than 2nd, 3rd round Tyreek Hill personally. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tyreek Hill bounces back this year, but man, not look good last year. Yeah, it's tough in these drafts because you do have to start 3 wide receivers in a flex. So you don't want to wait too long on wide receiver. But Breece Hall still on the board. Kyron Williams still on the board. Come on. These guys should not still be on the board. Like Kyron especially. But I've got a lot of Breece and Kyron this year. Let's see what the expert does here. James Cook. I know. I don't have a lot of Marvin Harrison, but he's got to be better in year 2, right? Let's go Marvin Harrison here. Yeah, Terry McLaurin finally got a QB, had a nice season. Yeah, I know. Nine ball Bori saying getting Kyron in the 3rd is my favorite thing you can do. It's just such a ridiculous value for Kyron. Yeah, it's just, I know. It's just like but then the problem I find in these drafts is then if I go Kyron there, then my wide receivers I got a bunch of turds at wide receiver. Although Marvin Harrison was a turd last year, so maybe I have a turd at wide receiver here too. We'll see. Do tight ends count as flex? They can be flexed, yes. So tight end can be flexed. So you can flex wide receiver, tight end, or running back. All right, lazy ass now with BTJ, Brock Bowers, Breece Hall. This would be a great dynasty team. Still a good redraft team as well. Let's see what Sportshead does here. He's got Puka, Drake, Josh Allen, Jameson. All right, going 0 RB so far. All right, Marvis Thomas is in a keepers league. He's trying to decide between losing his 1st round pick to keep Justin Jefferson or lose a 9th round pick to keep Godwin. I mean, it's not fun losing Justin Jefferson, but Godwin in the 9th? Or I got Evans. I can't pass on Evans here. I do. It's just hard to. How do you pass on Evans here? The guy is perfect for this format. I do have a little bit of reservations for Godwin this year. I will say he's coming off a major ankle injury. Jalen McMillan certainly should be more involved. But at the same time, we're talking about 9th round Chris Godwin. Because, I mean, Jefferson's a first rounder. Like, you're not gaining anything there. You're just keeping Jefferson, which is certainly nice. I mean, if it's only a keep one player, I mean, it's not fun to give up Jefferson, though. Because I'm guessing like most of the first round picks are probably being kept. So like if you give up Jefferson and now the person with the number 1 pick in the draft gets him, which probably will because he's probably going to be the best player on the board. I mean, who are you ending up with? I mean, do you have an idea of who people are going to keep? Do you have any idea? Because that might sway me. Like if there's a lot of studs that aren't being kept because of round value, then I might let Jefferson go. But if everybody in your league is keeping like, if Chase, Gibbs, Saquon, Bijan, CeeDee Lamb, Nico, Neighbors, BTJ, Amon, like if those guys are all being kept, then you probably just need to keep Jefferson. Because you can't give somebody like Chase Jefferson or whatever. You know what I mean? That's tough. That is tough. Hopefully you don't have to decide today. That is definitely tough. Man, we're seeing Jalen Hurts' ADP fall. Now he's the QB5. People that worried about the tush push going away? This is kind of where I feel like the wide receiver cliff is coming. Like there's some good wide receivers here. And then it just kind of like the cliff hits. And then they're just kind of scattered throughout. Like I'll probably go Addison here. If not Addison, maybe Godwin. All right, let's just go Addison. And then if we need to, we can grab J.J. McCarthy very late for the stack. So now I'm feeling pretty good about my wide receivers. Plenty of upside here with Nico, Harrison, Evans, Addison. Lots of weekly upside. Achane is the anchor. Did I play? How did your name just change to Bori? What happened? Yes, I'm in too many dynasty leagues. Too many dynasty leagues. It's definitely addicting. Definitely addicting, but it's also a lot of work. It's a lot of work. All right. I almost want to go like Jennings here. I like Jaden Reed here. Let's grab a rookie. Let's grab a rookie running back, Judkins. I wouldn't have minded Jennings or Reed there. Josh dropping his rankings. Top 5 tight ends: Brock Bowers, Pat Fryermuth, Tucker Kraft, Jonnu Smith, David Njoku. All right. Top 5 running backs: Saquon, Achane. Well, you'll like my Achane pick then. Gibbs, Bucky Irving, James Cook. Top 2 defenses: Eagles, Chargers. Top kicker, Digger the kicker. Top 2 QBs: Allen Lamar. Liking the squad so far. Let's check out Lazy Ass. He's got BTJ, Bowers, Brees Hall, Jaden Daniels, Godwin, and Travion Henderson. That's pretty nice. Sportshead's got Puka, Drake London, Jameson. Kenneth Walker is his RB1. I honestly don't hate it. Sam Laporta, Josh Allen. So kind of not quite zero RB, but, definitely waiting on running back there, but I don't mind it. Wow, Matthew Golden has leapfrogged Egbuka, a wide receiver. Interesting. Hopefully Pete Carroll can take the Raiders to the playoffs. I mean, probably, but I don't know about this year. They need a lot. We'll see. All right. Let's go with my wide receiver, too. Let's go with Egbuka. Back-to-back rookies there. Sportshead saying wanted Brees Hall, but lazy ass sniped them. See, there you go. You guys are going to be sniping each other. I mean, Brees Hall picked 34. I know he was bad last year, but my goodness. Yeah, Golden's been climbing. I like Golden, though. But I don't think he should be above Egbuka, personally. Of course, after the NFL draft, that could change. Burden's the one I'm not sure about how I feel. I just feel like he needs. I mean, I kind of feel that way about Egbuka too. Like I feel like Egbuka needs to be in the slot. Burden's the one I feel like he has to be in the right system. Wow, Bo Nix already. All right, so Baker, lazy ass took Bo Nix. Interesting going QB that early when you already have JD. So we can go Baker or Kyler here. Probably should go Baker. Although I always like the rushing upside of Kyler, but that didn't seem to help last year. Let's go Baker to stack with Evans. So Sportshead, after waiting on running back, certainly has attacked running back. 3 of the last 4 picks: Kenneth Walker, Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones. Sir Boomer, good evening. Where have you been, my friend? I'm guessing you've been out traveling the globe, spending all your underdog winnings. That's my guess. This is busy time of the year in his work. All right. All right. So now the question is, Kyler somehow makes it to me here. Do I just grab him and just be done with QB? We'll see. Sportshead, why is stacking QB and wide receiver so beneficial in best ball? Because if you remember, best ball isn't. So if you think about like your typical head-to-head league, you just need to score more points than your opponent that week. So, it's like whatever happened in week 1, whether you win or lost, it's erased. You move on to week 2. Like, yeah, you might be 1-0 and 0-1, but it's erased. Best ball, you need to score the maximum amount of points every single week, because however many points you scored week 1, those points are added to week 2, which are added to week 3, which are added to week 4. So you're trying to score maximum points. And if you think about it, like, how do you get maximum points? Well, when your QB throws a touchdown pass to your wide receiver, you just doubled your touchdowns, right? Your wide receiver got a touchdown, your QB got a touchdown, your wide receiver got a reception, the yards. It's just more upside on a weekly basis. Now, it's certainly more volatile, which is why it's not something that you need to force. You can do it in redraft, because of course the flip side is if like if the Bucks, like, so I have Baker Mayfield and Evan, if the Bucks get shut out, then Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans probably aren't giving me a whole lot. But if the Bucks score 40 points, I'm probably getting huge gains from both those guys. So it's more volatile, which is okay for this format. And it's, again, the goal is to score the most points you can every single week. You need that volatility for that upside. Whereas in a redraft league, you still want that volatility, but you want less of that volatility because, again, you're just trying to beat one person every week. Like for 99% of the leagues. I know there's different formats out there, but for most leagues. And Ray, yes, this is live. This is live. All right. Well, Kyler's gone, so we don't have to worry about that. I can't do it with Tyler Warren here. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably going to go... kind of hoping for Christian Kirk here. All right, let's go Christian Kirk. And now we have Nico and Kirk, and we can get Stroud a little bit later. And then that'll really give us a lot of upside. Ray saying, wish you could figure out why I never get notified. Yeah, I think YouTube changed something a couple years ago, and with the notifications now, a lot of people say they don't get notifications. I don't know. But appreciate you being here, Ray. All right, I really hope somebody takes Tyler Warren before he makes it back to us. There we go. Thank you. Ray saying he's always here after you're gone. You can still watch us. I mean, we're going to be doing these a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. We usually do them around this time, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. So keep your eyes peeled. All right, I'd like Njoku here. If we get sniped on Njoku, probably grab Scatabo. All right, well, we did get sniped on Njoku. I wish I was as high on Tucker Craft as Josh. Let's go Scatabo. I haven't really been checking out Daniel's team at the 2 there. What's Daniel doing over there? He's got Gibbs, Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson. I mean, that's probably pretty good value for Garrett Wilson. I know it's Fields, but come on, 3rd round. Burrow, Chuba, Jaden Reed, I like that. Najee, I like that. McMillan, Mooney. Just grab Kraft. All right. It's pretty solid over there. Pretty good over there. How do I feel about the rookie Martinez getting good info on it? He may be as good as Genty. I don't know about the Genty's like Genty's on another level. But I do like Martinez a lot. I think he's a good player. But Genty's on another level. But I do like Martinez. I hope he lands in a good spot. All right. I feel fairly confident we should get Stroud here because nobody likes Stroud. And Justin Fields is still on the board. And the teams, yeah, they both took QB last round. So assuming Q the expert is not like a Houston Texans fan or something, we should get Stroud here. Ray saying I'm getting Martinez around 15. Talking about underdog? Yeah. Yeah, Martinez is a good value in these drafts right now. All right, let's grab Stroud. So now we have the Houston stack. Let's go with the Buck stack. Probably be done at QB. I'm probably fine with just Baker and Stroud, honestly. I know these are 20-round drafts, which makes it a little more viable to go 3 QB, but I think I'm fine with Baker and Stroud. The biggest difference between Martinez and Genty, other than just prospect profile, we know Genty is probably going to go in the first round, probably going to be maybe even a top 10 pick. Martinez could go either way, right? Martinez is one of those guys. I like him, but he could lose a lot of value after the NFL draft. Genty almost certainly not going to lose value after the NFL draft. Hollywood, good pick there. All right, so we do need tight end, but I don't really like any of these tight ends. I might just keep punting. Surprised Dobbins doesn't have a team. I mean, he had a nice year last year. JT, when you miss the advance by 6 points, you'll wish you had a third QB. Honestly, JT, I mean that's funny. I don't even check my underdog teams until like week 14 or week 14. And then I'm like, oh look, I have, X amount of teams advancing. And then after week 14, I'm like, oh, now I have X amount of teams advancing. The teams that don't advance, I don't even look at them. Don't even look at them. The only team that last year that I was very disappointed that didn't advance, that potentially could have done a lot of damage, and I didn't look to see like, how that team would have done. Hold on, I gotta make a pick here. Let's go Dobbs. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's just like you're shooting for max ceiling. So I don't, certainly in these 20 round drafts, I don't mind 3 QBs. And if I don't like my QBs, I'll definitely go 3 QBs. The only team that I remember last year that I was really disappointed, it advanced. Best Ball Mania team, it advanced, and it somehow did not make it out of my pod, even though I had 3 of the highest scoring players that week. I had I think I had Gibbs, Goff, and in the first week of the fantasy playoffs, Goff went off, and somebody else went off. And I think I had like Derrick Henry on that team. I mean, the team was stacked, and I just got unlucky. Like, I just got unlucky that no, I don't think you're hating. I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking about how I honestly don't look back on my teams, is what I'm saying. I don't, like, when my team's out, it's out. I don't look back on it. That's all I'm saying. Except for that one, because I was like, how did this team not advance? Like, literally 3 of my players had 50% or higher advance rates, and my team didn't advance, and it was absolutely stacked. Now, I don't know how it would have done because I didn't check like how it would have done the next week or anything, but I just had, I think in my pod, like the guy in my pod somehow scored like 190 something. So it's the way it goes. Yeah. This is why I love best ball so much. I just don't really pay once I'm done with the draft, I don't pay attention to it. I'm on to the next draft, and once the season starts, obviously we're so busy during the season with the videos and everything. Yeah, the teams that don't make it, I don't even look. I don't even look to see like, oh, why did I lose? I'm like, whatever. It didn't make it. Move on. All right, we really need tight end, but all of the tight ends are no good here. So we'll go. Probably going to go with another Dylan Sampson here. If he gets taken, maybe Rashad White. All right, let's go Dylan Sampson again. Yeah, Ray had over 300 teams. How'd you do, Ray? How'd you end up doing last year? $300 teams. Did you max? I'm pretty sure you maxed out BBM5 if I remember. Did you max out a puppy as well? Yeah, Sir Boomer did a lot of drafts too. All right, there goes Rashad White. Who I actually like at his cost. I think we still wait on tight end. There's some decent tight ends. Nice. You got 2 into round 3, won $2,000. Well done. JT advanced on court, $1,700. Nice job, JT. Nice job, you guys. I'm gonna go Tillman here. Probably my last wide receiver. Well, definitely my last wide receiver of the draft. And now we're just gonna hammer running back and tight end rest of the way. Ray saying he lost a grand total. It's tough. These tournaments are tough. You have to go deep. you have to have a team or two go deep to really make any money on these things. Exactly. It's a form of entertainment. It's a form of entertainment. Cody's saying he's been buying football cards to get his fix lately. I used to be big in, well, I was big into baseball cards as a kid. Wow, DraftKings has $1 best ball drafts? It's crazy. Are they super soft? Is the ADP all jacked up? Is it like JT, I have to win or my wife will kill me? See, I solved that very early on. The first year my wife and I were dating, after the fantasy football season ended, I took all my winnings. Well, I took some of my winnings and I took her to the shoe store and said, buy whatever you want. I told her it was paid for by fantasy football. And then she was like, she was like, go, yep. Every year she's like, go play fantasy football. Just win money. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm sure those DraftKings ones are very soft. I used to do the, back in the day, before I did the drafters, $1, man, those were so soft. I had like an 80% ROI that year. All right, let's go Muth here. We need a tight end. He's the top player on the board. Let's go. Oh, you only get, only 22 entries max, huh? So what's the prize pool on that then? If it's only 22 entries, must be pretty small prize pool. Cody's saying got Pickens and Jefferson rookie cards. I'm sure Jefferson rookie cards probably worth some money. 50K prize pool. I mean, that's not bad for a $22 investment. Chance to win, you know. JT, do I draft? I did a few baseball drafts with Pierre this year on our baseball channel, which, by the way, if you guys play fantasy baseball, we also have a baseball channel. Just search Fantasy Endgame MLB, you'll find it. And we're in a league together, a head-to-head. I think it's called a head-to-head categories league. So I did do that. I enjoy it. It's fun. Yeah, I needed Washington to beat Philly too, but Philly was inevitable this year. Too good of a team. Too good of a team. Nice, Boomer. Yeah, we'll be live streaming. We try to live stream twice a week for the baseball channel. We do like a weekly kind of, I don't know, update. I don't know, Q&A. I don't know what you call it. And then we do our Sunday like streaming pictures stream Q&A. All right, so I'm probably going to go Damian Martinez. Well, there went Damian Martinez. So let's go JT Sanders. I can't take Schultz. That's too many Texans. I like JT Sanders at tight end. RT Sports, they're still going? Is that who I'm thinking of? Or are they new? I thought I played on there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, I hated their platform. I played their one league one year, and I was like, never again. Has it gotten better? Yeah. Has it gotten better over there? I hated it. That was like one of the leagues I didn't even pay attention to because I just hated their interface. I didn't want to look at it. JT already maxed out on the big board. Nice. I've only done these drafts when we stream, so I think this is only draft like 7 or 8. I don't really like, I don't really just sit on my, like, I'm not just like, oh, I just feel like drafting right now and then draft. I just draft when we stream. Probably after the NFL draft, we'll start picking it up. That's when we'll start picking it up. JT saying he's retired and has no life. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. All right, we're at the part of the board where I just hate everybody. Although I don't mind Elijah Mitchell, although I don't like that they re-signed Kareem Hunt. I mean, Kendre, really? Ugh. All right, Smith isn't my favorite prospect, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, Elijah Mitchell looked like a big winner when they signed him a free agency, and then they brought back Kareem Hunt. Yeah, Pacheco is still there. Yeah, can't feel as good. RT Sports has touchdown only. Yeah, I don't. I'm done at wide receiver. I have 8 wide receivers. So two more running backs, tight end for me. Kind of like Tyler Conklin landing with the Chargers. Nice. Might just grab him here. My third tight end. Yeah, Pacheco probably will be a good value this year. I think people forget. I mean, yeah, it was only a 2-game sample, right? It was like, okay, he only played 2 games and then jacked up his leg. Um, But you look at Pacheco last year. I mean, he had in those 2 games, he had 15 and 16 fantasy points. He had 34 carries in those 2 games. He had 8 targets in those 2 games, 7 catches. I mean, sure, it's only a 2-game sample, but he was looking like a guy that was gonna be, a stud running back for KC, and then, of course, he had a very serious leg injury. And I think even when he came back, I don't think he was fully right yet, so yes, Green being Tyler Conklin to the Chargers, you gotta like that. They don't have anybody at tight end. They don't have anybody at wide receiver except Lab McConkey unless you believe in, you know, Quentin Johnston and Mike Williams. Yeah, I agree, Ray. Underdog is definitely the best platform. Not just for the drafts, but all the pick'ems, and they do such cool, fun pick'ems all the time. Like I saw one tomorrow for baseball. They have like you can pick who's gonna hit the longest home run, and if you're right, like they have a $500,000 pool, and then everybody, you pick whoever you think is gonna hit the longest home run. And everybody who picks the right guy, whoever it ends up being tomorrow, will split the pool. So that's pretty cool. A lot of fun. All right, we need 2 more running backs here. I do find myself taking Shipley a lot here, the clear handcuff to Barkley. We should go somewhere else here. Yeah, I've had a lot of Trevor Etienne. Might regret that after the draft. We'll see. Go Shipley Etienne here. It takes Shipley a lot. Why? Because he's a clear handcuff to Saquon Barkley. That's it. That's the only reason why. I just think it's Kenneth Gainwell's gone. Where did Kenneth Gainwell go? I don't know. It doesn't matter where he went. He went somewhere. Something happens to Saquon and Shipley, and I don't think running back is going to be a major need for the Eagles. That's it. Just high-end handcuff. That's all. All right. Too much ATM, but let's go. I don't worry about handcuffs in these best balls leagues. Maybe I should. Well, I don't handcuff my own running backs. Like if I had Saquon Barkley, there's no way I would take Will Shipley. But I don't have Saquon Barkley, so I take Will Shipley, kind of with the thought process of if something happens to Saquon Barkley, the player who drafted Saquon Barkley takes a huge hit, but my team gets a big bump. So, like, I'm not gonna take, like, I mean, I don't even know who's the handcuff for Achane, Alexander Madison. Now I don't even know. I don't. Yeah, Chargers need wide receiver. Oh, that's right. They signed AJ Dillon. Makes me like Shipley even more. Exactly. Yeah, you're drafting a guy like Will Shipley. as just for that potential. If something happens to Saquon, you get the double whammy thing. Yeah, AJ Dillon doesn't scare me. That's right. I forgot to even sign AJ Dillon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Braylon Allen, Tyler Algier. Yep, they're handcuffs. Man, I wish I could say Jalen Wright is a handcuff to HM, but man, they didn't seem to trust him much last year. We'll see this year. I don't even know who the handcuff is. HM. Like that's a backfield where there probably isn't one. All right, we're done. Take a look at the team here real quick. All right, I got Baker and Stroud, which I'm fine with. I know JT suggested a 3 QB. I don't know. I like to live on the edge, but I wouldn't hate a third QB there. Oh, this running back room. Wow. Okay. We got Achan and then a bunch of dart throws. This could either look fantastic after the NFL draft or a complete disaster. Achan, Judkins, Scatabo, Sampson, Brashard Smith, Trevor Etienne, Will Shipley. So we got 5 rookies and a handcuff with Achan. Very risky there. Very risky. But I love my wide receivers: Nico Harrison, Evans, Addison, Egbuka, Christian Kirk, Dobbs, Tillman. Tons and tons of weekly upside there. I love that. And then Muth, JT Sanders, Conklin, sure, it's tight end. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Thank you, JT. Same with you, lazy ass. Sports head, Daniel. Good luck, you guys. If I don't win this group, I hope one of you guys do. And again, we'll be back hopefully tomorrow to do another one of these around the same time, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. And we're going to be doing these all the way up to the NFL draft. And then, of course, we're going to be live streaming the NFL draft a bunch. So you want to be here with that. And then once the NFL draft is over, it's on after that. So get ready. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget, if you check this out for the first time and you're like, that looked fun, I want to try it, go to Underdog Fantasy, join with promo code Endgame, because that'll get you a free pick you can use and up to $1,000 bonus cash to do these drafts. And as you can see by the comments, it's a ton of fun. Everybody enjoys them. You'll love it. So go check it out. Appreciate everybody for supporting us. We'll see you all tomorrow.